All right, welcome back to Morning Live. In studio, I'm joined by two young ladies. That is Anita Soina and, of course, Sarah Jidraf. At only 19 and 20 years respectively, they have embarked on something not so many people are confident to pursue, that is planting trees. Wangari Maathai left this earth a very happy woman because she left her desire, and her desire was actually to see trees being planted all over this country, and it's being achieved. But in some quarters, it's actually very difficult. And trust me, at their age, they're doing this courtesy of Spice Warriors. They've been doing this recently. Last week, they were in Kisumu. And in studio, they're here. Anita, good morning.
Morning.
Sarah, good morning.
Morning.
Good job you're doing, by the way. You're the founder, is it?
Yes.
Now, Spice Warriors. Spice Warriors. Now, how did it start? Who kind of catapulted you to show that indeed trees must be planted? Because as a young lady, at only 19, you thought of trees. At a 19-year-old somewhere right now, I don't know what they're doing, but still, you thought of trees. How did it start?
Okay, back in high school, I was a scout, and I loved taking care of the scouts' trees in school. And also, after my high school, that is 2017, I discovered my passion for environment conservation.
Okay.
So I didn't know where to start exactly, what to do. I was all over.
Okay.
So until I got into a mentorship by my mentor, Eric Masanza, who is the founder of Spice Without Borders.
Okay.
He guided me a few steps, and here I am today.
Wow, interesting. Sarah, as a member of Spice Warriors, this is good, and congratulations, by the way. You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
What prompted you to join Anita in this movement now?
Okay, I met Anita on social media,
Okay.
Facebook. By then, I was in high school.
Okay.
So I met her, I DM'd her, I told her, I have a passion in environment.
Okay.
I love, it's not only planting trees, cleanups, everything.
Yeah, sure.
So she told me, you can join my group. And so here we are.
Wow, interesting. So it's environmental conservation.
Conservation in general.
Yeah. Yes, tree is, of course, a very integral part of everything. But again, cleanliness also. I understand you guys also taking part in so many activities. Who supports you? Because by the time you start even printing your own T-shirts, like you're organized. You guys are organized. You were in Kisumu the other week. You can't just do that for free. It's not a miracle. Yeah. Who supports you now?
I can say my team is full of committed members, because ever since we started, that is last year is when we started our activities, we have not had any support.
Wow. Okay.
We always contribute on our own. And mind you, my team is made up of students. Personally, I'm a second year, and others are second year, third year. We don't even have a fourth year in my team.
Wow.
So we contribute on our own. The little money we get from our parents,
sure.
that is what we do
Wow.
to print our T-shirts and any other thing.
Wow, that's sacrifice. Now look at this. You showed interest via Facebook, DMing her, and here you are together. The other week you're in Kisumu, you've been traversing this country. And at only, of course, university students, second year, your parents give you the pocket money, but you sacrifice. You know what happens, eh? At your age, some of your age mates, you know what happens? The little they have, they can go maybe have fun. Yeah, it's kind of a rough environment out here. But the sacrifice you make, what's the impact? Have you ever thought of what you're doing to this world? What's the impact do you think you'll achieve?
First, it begins with the love for Mother Nature. You get. So we don't expect anything back. What we want is to have some for the future generation. You get.
Yeah.
So we want at least to keep at our watoto. We want those children to have somewhere they can enjoy.
Yeah, it's true that.
We still believe in importance of one tree. Go to Kisumu, it's dry some parts, but unapata one tree, people are seated around for a shade. You get. But just make an impact of planting 2, 3, 4, 5. How watu watakuwa wachache kwa that one tree, and then they divide themselves to the other trees. You get.
It's true.
Yeah.
Anita, back to you. Balancing between school, second year is very demanding. That's when so many things happen. Very demanding. At your age also, and also societal kind of temptations left at center. Spice Warriors. At the same time, how do you balance this? Do you maybe kind of just, for example, the other day in Kisumu, and I believe the exams going on in some institutions, is it? Yeah. How do you manage to balance now all this?
For sure, it's not easy. First, when I started planning this Kisumu event, it was during my exam period. But what I believe is that the difference between, they normally say the difference between the rich and the poor is how they manage their time.
Sure.
So for me, I also try to, we have 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your 24? When I'm out of class, you'll find me somewhere seated planning with my, somewhere with my notebook, thinking about more ideas, more projects and something. So I try so much because if you look outside there, the millennials have a lot of time to do a lot of things. If you go to town on a Sunday, you will just find them all over photo shoots.
In the streets.
In the streets. So that time, that is what I could be doing, but I try to save that time for something important.
It's true that. Wow, amazing. For me, I can only tell you congratulations, and because you know, at the end of the day, looking at the environment, also the illegal logging. You know what happens, Sarah? People are cutting trees, charcoal. As much as the government has control of this, people are cutting trees for, of course, firewood, charcoal, and it's just mind-boggling. Because now, as young people, have you ever tried maybe to talk to any government official to help you just try to push your agenda ahead?
Okay, we have gone to many organizations asking maybe for support, financial support, because sometimes unapata we don't have the enough resources to hold an event. But now we're still in Kenya, and not everything goes on right. But at least let's just say it's all about our hard work, commitment. That's what has made us to push on, because so far we have not gotten any constant support from someone.
Okay. Now, with the principles of Wangari Maathai, who left this earth a very happy woman, of course, unfortunately she left us, Nobel Prize winner, actually. Well, that was very big. And for you, as the founder of Spice Warriors, you know, sometimes as you grow up, so many distractions come in place. You will never know that one day maybe your school, you need to resit your exams, the challenge is coming back and forth. Do you think you'll be able to push this until now you achieve your agenda? Because as much as you're a young lady, the society also is looking at you. They want you to perform. Your parents are in your case. Tell us about your support system and your consistency.
I believe I will do it. First, my parents up to date have a problem with that. They're like, wait, you're in Kisumu, you're all over, you're supposed to be reading, you're supposed to be doing this and this, but I normally tell them, why am I studying for a future I might not even have? Because we are told that we have 10 years to 11 years to change the planet before it gets to a point that we can't do anything about it. So nobody can convince me that I'm doing it for the next generation. I know I'm doing it for myself. So I try so much to push. If you check on my social media, other people call me an environmental activist. I'm more of an environmental warrior, but I want to get into activism because the leaders we have in our country are still denying that the planet is dying. So they need that force, they need that pressure from the young people. And what I want actually to do is to create a movement of young environmental warriors all over the world who will help us fight and come up with solutions which will seek to protect the environment. So I believe.
Sure. Your parents, do they support you?
Okay, yeah, they support me, but you know, sometimes, right now I'm supposed to be home because I'm on long holiday. But you find my parents are like, no, you're here, you're in Kisumu, you're Kericho, you're everywhere, environment. But let me say they support me because I still need that transport. I need my upkeep. Yeah, they do.
It's true that. Now, you girls, young girls for that matter, and the boy child. Now, as much as we're talking about the boy child who, of course, sometimes becomes very vigorous as far as now the societal needs are concerned, you are girls who've decided to start this. Of course, Anita and you, Sarah, that is good. But are you supported by the boys? Do you get support? Because now, as much as they see you guys doing a good job, do you think maybe they'll be with you for long? Or in that case, are there any?
In my team, I have less boys compared to girls. And even when we went to Kisumu, we had only one boy who came.
And they're the ones cutting trees, by the way. The men out here cutting trees.
They're the ones who have the energy to cut the trees.
So they want to plant them.
We had one boy. And outside there, I see... I think it's equal outside there, but I still think we need to do something on your side, boy child. You're the people outside there in clubs and everything. It's true. But funny enough, during my Kisumu event, when we approached all the organizations, even the government organizations that fund the projects, the others were saying 19, how can we even give you money to do this? How can so they didn't trust us. But the few people who went to their pockets for 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 were all men.
Wow, interesting. We're all men.
Yes.
And so the ladies didn't support you.
So they supported financially.
They don't appear.
Yeah, they don't appear.
Interesting. But I believe like they should appear. Sarah, what's your opinion on this? Because the boy child, as much as we are, of course I'm representing them here, as much as also there's so much demands like we have, yeah, but your age mates, I believe they're still kind of depending on their parents. At 19, 20, 21, I believe they're somewhat depending on their parents. What's your opinion on this? Because only one boy in Kisumu, as far as the financial support, it's like just your dad coming, anaacha pesa chakula, alafu anaenda. You know what I mean? Huh? You don't have like the support, the presence, what I mean. What do you think about the boy child?
Okay, my take on side a boy child, they are good. But now they need to do something.
Yeah.
Because, but again, we can't force them,
of course,
you know, because naonangata tukiwa shule, I can ask my dad for school fees, but I find a classmate anajilipia school fees.
Okay.
Anajilipia hao, so na get. So naona side a boy child.
Yeah. It's tight already.
Yeah, we understand. So
actually, they're hustling. But look, you know, you might hustle. You also might be having priorities. You need to have your own priorities. But yes, responsibility is equal. But at the same time, look at this initiative. You're sacrificing even your exam period. You're out there doing something. As much as this boy is actually hustling, still in school, pays the bills and all that, don't you think maybe it's a high time? You should now just put your heads together and encourage them. I think they need to be talked to. Have you ever tried to talk to some of them?
Personally, I talk to everyone in general.
Okay.
So I think maybe I have the problem and maybe I bond easily. Maybe, you see, most men don't believe in conservation, let's say so. Maybe they don't see the importance or they don't see anything. Other people ask, many times when I am looking for volunteers, 90% of the people who ask about allowances or whether I pay or something are normally boys. So you will find them, unalipa pesa ngapi? And I'm like, come on.
Boys, come on.
So, but for ladies, they're always willing because most of them want to go. You see, when we started, I told my people that I want us to make conservation fun. In Kenya, conservation is all about serious issues, all about conferences, all about tough language used in conservation. So I like it when we make it look fun, so that many people will want to join conservation. And by doing that, we'll get a +1 or +2 who will be passionate about environment. And so, you know, ladies will love having fun, going out, road trips, but men, you know where you like being.
I'm not one of them.
In the clubs,
but
in the clubs and everywhere. So they don't see the importance of coming with us.
I'll represent them, but I'm not one of them. But something else, something else. Still on you, Anita. In the next, let me say, God willing, 10 years. What would you love to be?
First, I would love to be the founder of the biggest movement, either after scouting or I will have overtaken scouting, but championing for conservation.
Okay.
I want it to be a worldwide movement.
You haven't even thought about family yet?
No.
Huh?
No. I haven't.
Interesting. Okay. Now, Sarah, as you're ending up this conversation, there's a notion that when you're young, you're free. You're very, actually, you have this liberty to do so much. But tell us about the future, because have you ever thought of your future, like trying to figure out, as much as I'm in Spice Warriors, will I continue with this? Because at some point, let me tell you, that people will drop out. You know what I mean? Huh? So are you among the people maybe who will leave and need to kind of just, maybe, amesuba peke yake? What do you think about now, the consistency of holding into this now foundation that you have?
Okay, to begin with, we started a small team.
Okay.
And so far many have left. You see?
Wow, okay.
So wenye tumebaki, wenye tulianza pamoja, we are very less.
Okay.
And I've never thought of giving up.
Yeah.
No matter how natafuta fare, nafuliza, nafanya everything, ndio nipate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
So I'm like, nimego through all this in the past now. Now we are heading somewhere. So sina thought ya give up.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You know, talking about people who have left, I can say that there was a time, you know, some people say uko mdogo, so uko emotional or something, but people don't understand. There are challenges that we have faced, and we had members of the team who was so strong. I even made others officials. Kafka point, they left, others were saying this organization is going nowhere. So going to form their own group and then DMing every person in the group like, hey, you know what, Anita is doing nothing, move to my group.
Oh, the rivals.
That was the biggest challenge I had. And she was, that person was a close friend. So everyone was wondering. Then people came back to me and then they were like, so what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
So we have challenges. Many people have quit wakisema she's going nowhere.
Yeah.
But I believe those are the stepping stones.
Yeah, the reason why you're here is because you're doing something big, yeah? So congratulations, keep on doing it. And a friend of mine told me he supports you, that's Chipukizi. He supports you. How does he support you? Nakada director? Yeah.
Chipukizi, I assist him in one way or another. So at least I get something small to do other things.
Amazing.
And then he also guides me. When I was doing my proposals, he was a bit busy for his event too, but at least I got some guidelines on how to do them, though zili backfire.
No problem. Always, those are the challenges that keeps you stronger, by the way. So keep at it. I wish you all the best, you too, Sarah and Anita. And at your age, trust me, no one actually out here is thinking of conservation. Sawa. Thank you so much, and thanks for coming. All right, that's all I had for you right here on Morning Live. My name is Nick Mudimba. Joyce Omondi Wahiga is coming up next with Full Circle. So stay tuned to Switch TV.